At the risk of talking about a term that has been beat to death, I'm going to do it anyway. Situational awareness. And what I want to do is pull from an example from my life that recently happened to illustrate the whole concept. But I wanted to lead out with this video and talk about, a lot of people think, and probably not so much that is watching this video, but a lot of people think that if you're situationally aware or talking about it, preaching it, whatever, that you have to be paranoid, or that those people are paranoid freaks. Situational awareness is so much more than just being aware of potential threats. Being observant of your surroundings actually gives you so much insight to what is going on around you, including the very funny things, very loving things, all different kinds of things. And yes, the true intent of it, I guess, it would be to avoid certain situations or see them coming so you can react to them. Now, this is something that I've been practicing for a very, very long time. Probably, I don't know how long it's been a term, but before it was such the buzzword that it is today, even when I was back in high school, even in junior high, this was something that I've been practicing. Now, going through the martial arts, I think people with that mindset are typically more prone to be situational aware than most. So that certainly helped as well. But the story that I have recently is one where, actually two of them. Let's start with the funny one. The funny one, and I don't know if this is going to translate to the video, but you'll get the point. I was at a car shop getting my car repaired. There was a guy in there with this little dog. There's another guy sitting next to him. They don't know each other, and the dog was just real friendly. Anyway, the little dog jumped up in the stranger's lap and just curled up like a cat right on his lap, laid down and went to sleep. But as I'm watching everything going on around me and I see this, the look on this guy's face, just like, I don't know this dog, what does it do? It was extremely, extremely humorous and funny to me. And it was just a fun life moment that otherwise would have been missed. Likewise, you can see some very loving, tender moments between a mother and her child, for example. Now, the other situation that I want to tell you about is recently my wife and I went on a road trip. And we went out to eat. We were coming back, and the hotel that we were staying at was in a very dark area. It wasn't very well lit. It was the only hotel around, but it was a lot of truckers there too. It was a truck stop. And I'm heading one direction, and I have a big rig heading the other one. He's got all his lights on the front of his rig. So it's really hard for me to see because it's kind of blinding me in a sense. And I'm not going very fast. I mean, maybe 35. But as I'm going down, I finally realize that there's actually a person directly in front of me. Not one person, but two. I'm assuming a mother and probably her teenage son. But it was extremely difficult for me to see them. Had I not hit my brakes, I likely would have hit them, and who knows what would have happened to them. Now, I don't want to over-exaggerate it. It's not like I locked up the wheels or anything, but I did have to hit the brakes pretty hard. But the interesting part to me is this, that she was crossing the road and I couldn't see her. Now I'm a vehicle with my lights on coming at the opposite direction. Surely she can see me. But what she was doing actually, because by the time I saw her, she was doing this. Can you see it? She's got her phone and she's just walking across the street with her and her son. Had no clue that I was barreling down on top of her. So situational awareness is not just to protect you from potential human threats, but situational awareness is really something that could help you in so many aspects of your life. So when I see these conversations, when I hear these conversations of people talking about, oh, they got to be situational aware because they're paranoid, to me, it's not situational awareness and it's something you do. Honestly, to me, it's common sense.